It is with immense joy and deep pride that we welcome you all to the annual function of Nagi School, celebrated this year under the theme Winter Flair, a floral crescendo. Just as flowers bloom vibrantly even in the cold of winter, today's program symbolizes the blossoming of talents, resilience, and creativity of our students, rising beautifully even amidst challenges.
Sopfünuo, you brighten our home with your kindness. You are growing into a wise young girl.
I just want to help everyone and make our village proud.
Years passed and Sopfünuo grew into a caring and gentle young woman. One day, a kind man from another village came to visit.
Sopfünuo, your heart is gentle and your ways humble. Will you become part of my family?
If my parents bless it, I will walk with you.
Eventually, they got married, although Sopfünuo's parents were hesitant of sending her away to a different village. They were living happily, and the following year, they were blessed with a baby girl. But in her new village, not everyone was nice.
People praise Sopfünuo too much. She's too kind, it makes us look bad. Her goodness makes us look small. Let us twist her words bang down in her husband's mind. Yes, let's do that.
And so jealousy began its dark work. When her husband heard about the false accusations, he tried to get rid of her.
Here is your dinner.
No, I won't eat.
What's wrong?
Don't touch me.
Did I do something wrong?
You ruined my reputation. Prove me you're innocent.
Sopfünuo was heartbroken and exhausted of all the arguments with her husband. So she decided to visit her old home with her little child. Sopfünuo carried her child and walked through the forest. A dark creature appeared in front of her. Sopfünuo was scared by what she had seen. Sopfünuo sits back and falls on her knees.
Such a beautiful mother to journey alone with a child. How can I let go of this beautiful soul?
No, please take me, but please spare my child.
Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Okay.
Thank you. Sophynia's parents or her husband didn't knew about this event. Sophynia's parents went to her husband's village to search for her. They were shocked to learn Sophynia and her child had left their home a long time ago. The relative and villagers started to search for Sophynia and her child.
Sopfünuo! Sopfünuo!
The relative and villagers came across two stone figures.
My friend, this is the place where the last burning torch was seen. Come, let's take them back.
Thus, Sophynuo is an Angami folktale about a woman and a child whose lives were tragically cut short on their way back to their native village of Rosuma, which lies there to this day as great legends.
Bonjour, buenos dias. Good day, guten Tag, konnichiwa. Ciao, shalom, dobre bien. Hello to all the children of the world. There are children in the deserts and children in the towns and children who live down by the sea. If we could meet each other to run and sing and play, then what good friends we all could be. Hello, bonjour, buenos dias. Good day, guten Tag, konnichiwa. Ciao, shalom, dobre bien. Hello to all the children of the world.
Mrs. Chongboy, radiant and steady, dressed in a stunning outfit inspired by Anna Wintour's unforgettable 2024 look. Chongboy's outfit mirrors those rich details from the delicate flowers and designs to the gentle shimmer that catches the light with every move. The classic tailoring, the refined touches, and graceful confidence all come together to bring Anna Wintour's signature style to life. With her bold creation of Shara's striking black dress, she wears a sleek dark gown, two perfectly styled hair buns, bring the whole look together. Playful, sharp, and full of personality. With every step, Chichum shows off that mix of power and elegance, proving she can command the stage just as effortlessly. Breathtaking recreation of Jenny's 2025 Met Gala-inspired, channeling the elegance of vintage-inspired hat. Every step she brings, the perfect mix of classic charm and modern attitude. Nijano isn't just wearing an outfit, she's bringing a whole moment to life.
A team was used to hang the lantern, and silver stickers were finally we used the black fabric to shape the overcoat. Chinitang, you bring that King Khan charm, your charisma and confidence are
Showcasing a clean and confident look with a sharp tailored coat and brings art effortlessly. Completing the outfit are handcrafted paper flowers bringing a colorful, creative element that makes the look stand out. This outfit features gold full-sleeve shirt and a black tie, giving a polished edge that complements the overall look. To give the outfit a cool highlight, glasses were added.
A, B, C, D, E. I lost my teddy bear. Poor me. F, G, H, I, J. Maybe someone put him away. K, L, M, and O. I wonder how far my teddy could go. P, Q, R, S, T. Is there no one who'll help me? U, V, W, X, Y. I think I'll sit right here and cry. Z, 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 Z. Oh, I found him right under my bed. Right away. Four little birds, high on a tree. The first one said, "What do you see?" The second one said, "I see a street." The third one said, "Lots of seeds to eat." The fourth one said, "Three, three, three." Fruits are healthy, fruits are tasty, sweet and sour, are soft and crunchy. Bananas are yellow, apples are red, pears are green, are grapes. Eat them in the morning or have them at night. They taste best when they are ripe. Tree. Oh, lovely tree. Your green leaves I love to see. Your branches hold my swing for me. You give fruits to all for free. And way down here, I have 10 toes. I have 2 eyes that I can blink. I have a head to help me think. Here is my chin and very near. I have a mouth with which I eat. Here are arms to hold up high. Here is a hand to wave goodbye. My name. Everybody has a name. Some are different, some the same. Some are short, some are long, but all are right, none are wrong. My name is special to me. It is exactly what I want to be. Families are small, but I love my family best of all. My mother knows a lot of things. My father cooks and he sings. Being my grandparents or siblings, we all live and work together to show that we all love and care. Some families are large, some families are small, but I love my family best of all. Want to start?
You say them through away the night. You're the moonlight flower, you're the voice of the night. When you call, I'll follow. We will leave on a trip of delight. I have been to the heights of my senses.
their ceremonial dress. Females wear beaded ornaments commonly used during festivals and community ceremonies. Mokunglimpa Circle of Mokokchung district in Nagaland. They speak the Ao dialect, Blue Sipiti or Meghna, featuring geometric designs. The Changki celebrate along with festivals like Moatsu, a festival celebrated after the sowing is complete, and Singrammo, which is a pre-harvest festival. In the Sopfünuo district, they are known for their bravery. It's a tunic like wrap or loincloth and a shawl with ornamentation, often signifying social status. Women typically wear a wrap-around skirt and a blouse with decorative elements. Main festivals include Suluni, also known as Ani. It is a major celebration marking the season of plentiful crops. By their strong connection to nature, with traditions like elaborate festival is celebrated in February. It is a purification festival with feasting and singing. Angami women wear a wrapped skirt called the Loramkusha, which is a white skirt with 4 black bands and red accents, and a sleeveless bodice called a vachi.
The most important thing then, so far as children are concerned, is never let them near a television set. Or better still, just don't install the idiotic thing at all. In almost every house we've watched them gaping at the screen. They loll and stop and launch about and stare until their eyes pop out. Last week, in someone's place, we saw a dozen eyeballs on the floor. They sit and stare and stare and sit until they're hypnotized until they're absolutely drunk. In all that shocking, ghastly jump. Oh yes, we might be dancing. They don't They never fight or kick or punch. They leave your feet to cook the back and watch them in the sea. And did you ever stop to think, to wonder, just exactly what is just your beloved nut? It rots the sense in the end. It kills imagination. It clogs and clutters up the mind. It makes a child so dull and blind. He can no longer understand a fantasy, a fairyland. His brain becomes as soft as cheese. His powers of thinking rust and freeze. He cannot think. He only sees. All right, dear cat, all right, dear sick. But if we take the sun away, what shall we do to entertain our darling children? Please explain. We'll answer this by asking you. What use the darling wants to do? How backlash in the 21st century, debating the relevance of their works and the art of reading. William Shakespeare, the greatest dramatist of the Elizabethan age, William Wordsworth, a great romantic poet, Mary Shelley, the pioneer of science fiction, Jane Austen, a pioneer of romances, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, pioneer of detective novels, Roald Dahl, author of popular children's literature, Stephen King as King of Horror, J.K. Rowling for Harry Potter, Rabindranath Tagore with his contribution to Bengal literature, R.K. Narayan for his Malgudi tales, and Ruskin Bond for his scenic portrayal of the Himalayas. As they discuss the impact of their works and its popularity, they are confronted with a bigger problem. No one really reads anymore. Every corner they turn, they find people giving up on the habit of reading. Their mission to find the genuine reader turns futile. The general masses are occupied with the same distractions, making their lives monotonous and tedious. As they go about, they discover the impact of technology and how it has become a distraction to making reading as a habit. The means of online fan fictions and book talks, transmedia storytelling, and so forth has destroyed the essence of real literature. They argue that such changes will destroy the essence of reading and the joy that comes from reading from a physical book. They also argue that it has done more harm than good, as it destroys the originality of their works and becomes distorted, and their efforts to communicate real emotions through literature is destroyed. Let us take a look into this dilemma and how it unfolds.
Behold, fair friends, I make my entrance here. Who doth stride into this hallowed hall? Aha, 'tis I, the bard himself, who weave mere words to gold. I come hither to witness the great legacy I've left behind. Verily I say unto thee, 'tis not an easy trade to compose as timeless romance as, O Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Or as tragic as, to be or not to be? That is the question. I am certain that my works are celebrated in every household and repeated through every tongue. This because of my brilliance that beloveds call one another my Romeo and my Juliet. But pray tell me, where are these so-called people?
Oh, thou think so? In a hallowed presence, I too stand to proclaim my legacy. I am the reason nature is beholden and romanticized. Layman taketh refuge in my poetry. This I who wrote, nature never did betray the heart that loved her, or I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills. These aren't mere words, they are what brings forth peace and tranquility. But lo and behold, disappointment. Do mortals not value nature no more? Does nature not appeal to man anymore?
Gentlemen, this is what I profess. These moderns prefer fiction to poetry and drama. I created the perfect creature, which will definitely pique their interest. A fiction based on science. I gave them the modern Prometheus, my own Frankenstein. Nothing comes close to such a genius. I gave them a monster to love and hate both. What or who could come close to that? I mean, they love explaining the science behind things and love stories. I gave them perfection.
My fellow companions, you forget the one thing that drives people on: romance. I have given the world the perfect ideal of romances. How many girls and women yearn for Mr. Darcy in their lives? How many people swoon at the thought of an ideal gentleman or a lady to show how sweet and blissful love actually is? It is from my pen and my brain that inked out the most romantic confession. You have bewitched me, body and soul, and I love you, and wish from this day forth never to be parted from you. Now, which fool wouldn't swoon over such words? Love is the ultimate goal, and I have single-handedly created the best ones.
I say, mystery and crime are what brings life to people. A crime, a suspect, and a genius detective, and I tell you, people will forget about the romance. I created Sherlock Holmes, the most famous detective fiction, stirring interest through perfect suspense and crimes. I tell you, people thrive on their curiosity and in trying to solve the unsolvable mysteries of life.
Get ready for the king of horror. These people know that real life is closer to horror and gore than to romance and poetry. People thrive on adrenaline rush, which, behold, I give them through horrors. I gave them it, a terror that feeds off from your fears. My work sends chills down the spines and make you feel alive. Surely these people read me to keep themselves alive.
Just a moment. I am a children's favorite. I gave them Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Matilda, tales of resilience, friendship, and brilliance. Surely I hold a special place for them. If it were not for me, their childhood would not be as fun.
Fellow comrades, welcome to the 21st century, where reading as a habit is slowly becoming obsolete. I too took the pains to create the most magnificent world of wizards and witches. Spent years perfecting the wizard world we cast and spells and potions. And what do I get? Nothing. They just dress up as my characters without even opening my book. Take a look yourself.
Palo Pasha Polo, Ek Matra Bastabota, Eti Shudhmatra Abediye Niyon Tritonue. Love is the only reality. It is not merely an emotion. Dosto, I do come from a country that upholds books in the highest respect. I have written poems, composed music, and introduced Indian culture to the West. My country's national anthem is derived from my poem itself. My Gitanjali, it is quoted time and again. It embodies the spirit of the people of India, nature and humanity. It goes, I slept and dreamt that life was joy. I awoke and saw that life was service. I acted and behold, service was joy. I have done my service through my works, and I feel pure joy.
Indeed, it's a tragedy of modernity that so many refuse to hold the weight of a book in their hands. I have done my best showing the clashes between tradition and modernity. My gentle humor and irony seemed like it never appealed to this present generation. I captured what it is like to live as an ordinary person in India in a time of transition through the world of Swami and his adventures in Malgudi. Oh, but what a modern tragedy we face.
A great book is a friend that never lets you down. I too have written books that captures the innocence of childhood, the beauty of nature and everyday life. But the distractions of modern life are all too great. The effort to preserve the bond between man and book
is tedious work. All things modern are seemingly replacing books as man's good friend. What do we do?
Do not fret, not all hope is lost. We agree this is a plague affecting every individual, but there is also a remedy. We can still make an appeal, digitize our works, and adapt to the changing times, so that the arts of reading will not be lost. They can read with their magical devices.
This is a blasphemy of our works. That makes no sense. To encourage them to use the sole thing that is destroying them? I, for one, will not degrade my work of art to such mere inventions and reduce it to triviality. I will not have it.
We have to adapt to the changing times. Of course, there are risks involved, like phone addiction, decreasing attention span, stupidity, and many other health hazards. But what more do we do to make them read?
More film adaptations. I can write more horrors,
And I can write more mysteries and crime.
I have already made a human of a monster and a monster of a human. Don't look at me.
I'm up for it. Besides, no child reads books. They prefer this Cocomelon and Miss Rachel videos.
I have only one thing to say. Love does not claim possession, but gives freedom.
Freedom to destroy themselves?
I see the potential in the idea. But pray tell me, the lines we have composed and written are meant to appeal to human emotions. Literature, or for that matter, any work of art is meant to tug at the hearts of people and to stir something up in the hearts of every person who picks up a book and traces their eyes upon the words. It breaks them and makes them up. It heals them and wounds them. It connects them and teaches them that human emotions and feelings are universal, that they are not the only ones suffering. They are not the only ones being tormented. These humane experiences will be lost to them until they pick up a book and feel the weight of the words written.
This will not work. We appeal to you, spectators, to pick up a book today and feel the weight of all those words written years ago or now. You will discover that human suffering and happiness is universal. You will discover that each one of us, every writer, has bled out their rawest human experience and love through words. Reading elevates your thoughts and expressions and is the only way to rise above the ordinary in a world filled with monotonous routine and tedious lifestyle. We appeal to you.
I know that it's a good school. At the same time, I feel very happy that the way you groom your students. Every school is aiming to bring the best out of every child, and that is in fact the purpose of education. As Swami Vivekananda rightly said, education is the manifestation of perfection already in man. So every educational institution, every school system try to find the potential in the child and prepare the child to face the challenges of adult life. But when you give education in the right context, with the right values, with a vision, of preparing the future. That makes an education institution different from others. I was observing from the very beginning the performance of these students from the KG class till grade 7 and 8. In the 21st century, everyone is talking about the 21st century skills. What are those 21st century skills? We talk about critical thinking, problem solving, communication, collaboration, all those skills we are talking about. And how do you practice those skills? This is what I was observing when the children came on stage initially. When the children came, you must have observed the smaller ones prompting each other. Very carefully they were prompting each other. Yours is next, your turn. So that is the art of collaboration, working together, taking care of others. So this inherent potential and nature of human culture needs to be protected, preserved and nurtured. That will create a better world. Similarly, one child in the very beginning, nursery class child, they were lining up here. He immediately went down and started looking at the light. That created butterflies in the stomach of teachers, but I liked his act. Curiosity. He wanted to see what is there inside. We need to promote such skills in students. Today, education is not merely passing on information. The time has gone. Information is available everywhere. Information is there in Google. Information is there in the internet. Information is available everywhere. You look left, right, everywhere information is available. But in today's time, we should prepare our children to use right information, how to find right information and how to select right information and how to use it for the benefit. So there are a lot of information available. But what are the most reliable source of information? How to select right information? And how to use right information at the right moment? In Mahabharata, the story of Karna is there. So what happened when Karna went for battle? So we call it, it was a curse, but he forgot what to do. That shouldn't happen for our children. In today's time, that is why the National Education Policy has spoken about moving away from rote learning to build capacity and competencies of children. So today the important aspect of education is to build skill set in every human being. What a child capable of doing, that is more important. And instead of shying away from doing things, they should courageously do things and celebrate success as well as analyze failures. If you do something, definitely there is a chance of failing. But how do you face that failure? That's very important. How to overcome failure. So India is blessed with its demography. Almost 1/3 of Indian population is below the age of 25. So next 30 years, 40 years, India is going to remain as a very youthful country. But how to leverage the benefit of this youthfulness? You will be able to reap the benefit of this youthfulness provided you educate your young students today in the right way. And the country's future is dependent on the education given to these small kids. If we wanted to see India as a developed nation by 2047, there's no other way except to educate our children. and give right education. So right education is not giving literacy or numeracy. Reading and writing and calculation and doing arithmetic is not education. Education is the ability to distinguish what is right and what is wrong, and making a person capable of doing right things. And there comes the role of values, ethics, integrity, values. So when a person is groomed as a capable individual with values, ethics, and integrity, then that individual becomes an asset of the nation. If more and more individuals are there in our society and more such individuals are there in our country, then naturally the country will become a very strong and emerging power.
Paripalaya Paramesi Kamalalaya Shri Devi Kuripinsave Karunamburasi Dhimara Dhimara Jagunato Prana Meratyam Chese Gatulato
For some reason I can't explain. Once you thought